Bidondi for TruthRadioShow.com, and recently, actually 2 days ago, it was a big event at the Vatican. I guess the Pope released two doves. Pope Francis, he had a little boy and a little girl, to release two doves to symbolize peace because of the wars going on and the turmoil in the Middle East. So he, in representation of peace, he launches two doves.
Birds of prey, doves released in the Vatican as a gesture of peace, are immediately attacked by vicious seagull and crow. Two white doves released by children standing alongside Pope Francis as a peace gesture today were attacked by other birds. As tens of thousands of people watched in St. Peter's Square, a seagull and a large black crow swept down on the doves right after they were set free from an open window of the Apostolic Palace. One dove lost some feathers as it broke free from the gull, but the crow pecked repeatedly at the other dove. It was not clear what happened to the doves as they flew off.
Now we're going to get into the boy and girl aspect. It's a deeper occultic meaning behind that. But the reason the doves were released for, again, is because of peace, and that's what doves stand for. The doves stand for peace. However, they were attacked by a seagull and a crow. And both birds attacked the doves, and they didn't kill the doves. The doves actually got away, and nobody knows what happened after that. But the doves got away, but they were attacked. Now, however, what does this mean? Is it just a coincidence that a crow and a seagull just randomly attacks? That's not known to attack other birds, maybe a smaller bird? No, it's not a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. And it's a huge occultic message and biblical message behind all this, folks. Now, again, we're going to break down what the birds mean. The dove symbolizes peace. The crow virtually symbolizes death and evil. Not that the crow itself is evil, we're not saying that, but it represents death and evil. Generally it does, and in the occult especially. And the seagull, the Bible says it represents God's spirit. So, why would God's spirit and evil attack two doves? Because, again, we'll break this down. When the crow came and attacked the seagull, the dove, when the crow attacked the dove, it kept relentlessly pecking at it. Now, the seagull abruptly attacked the dove, but was trying to grasp it, but wasn't really trying to kill it. But both got away. They struggled to get away, and they got away. Now, what does this mean? And with my occult knowledge and my knowledge in the Illuminati, and especially biblical knowledge, and I really feel that God's telling me what this really means. It means that the doves are launched off and symbolize world peace. That's what they stand for in this situation. Now, this world peace is two pieces, folks. There's two kinds of peace. Now, Jesus said in the Bible, there's a peace that I can give you, and there's a peace that the world will offer you, which is full. Now, the black dove represented, now there's multiple meanings behind this. This is one meaning. And the black dove grabbed the peace and is relentlessly pecking at it. Now, the black dove represents the United Nations. It represents the world, where Jesus says it's going to be fake peace. This is the fake peace. They're attacking peace with war. War is peace. And look what's going on. Obama preaches war, and he wins a Nobel Peace Prize. I mean, this is prophetic, folks. And not just Obama, but everything in the world, war leads to peace according to the world. So, the United Nations slaughtering millions of people, that to them, that's peace. So they're presenting that peace by relentlessly pecking at peace. That's what the crow did. Relentlessly pecking at peace to win people to their way of life, their way of peace. However, the seagull, it didn't really attack the dove. In other words, it was grasping peace. That's what it was doing. It was grasping peace. It wasn't trying to kill it. And that symbolizes God's spirit. That's the real peace that Jesus is trying to offer us, folks. And he's trying to grasp peace. In other words, follow my peace, not the world's peace. That's what he's trying to tell you here. This is what he's trying to tell you. There's two pieces, and it also symbolizes there's a great war coming, folks. A great war for peace, a great war for your mind, your soul, your body, heart, and so on. That's what this also stands for. A great war is coming, folks. The crow also represents the coming of the Antichrist, and the seagull, God's spirit, is representing Jesus Christ. And it's going to be a great, in this year, if you notice, the two doves struggled. They struggled, but they got away. That means there's going to be a peace eventually. That's what it means. There's going to be peace. But it's going to be the peace, first of all, that first is going to be peace that the world's going to offer and the world's going to accept. But it's going to be a false peace, and that's the crow, the Antichrist. Then the real peace will come, because if you notice the crow again, relentlessly attacking the peace. It kept pecking at it to try to kill it. But it got away. That means peace is going to prosper. That's what that means. But the real peace is going to prosper. And you had the seagull trying to grasp the peace, even though it got away, but it shows the great struggle. This is where it shows the great struggle for peace, whether it be peace with the Antichrist or peace with Jesus Christ, which both are going to happen. But folks, we are on the doorstep of the Great War. And that Great War, folks, is the tribulation that the Bible spoke about thousands of years ago. The tribulation, and also the battle of Armageddon between good and evil. And eventually, real peace is going to overcome. And as you see right now, you got we call the false prophet. The Pope Francis, 99%, I believe, is the false prophet, not a false prophet, the false prophet of the Bible that ushers in the Antichrist. Now, the reason why he used a boy and a girl, because it goes back to the ancient deity of the origins of the Catholic Church. It's the hermaphrodite God. That's why they had a boy and a girl launch these things off, because they have to have equality and duality, which is huge in the occult, and also the Illuminati. And this is why they use the boy and the girl to do this. The young boy and the young girl to do this, to launch peace and a new world. That's why they're young, and a new world order. That's what it's symbolizing. Peace from a new world order. That's what they're proposing here. Launching the doves for a new world order, for peace. But they didn't have an account of a seagull and a crow attacking these birds. And that represents, that's a message from God right there. Not the point of them launching the doves, but God having the seagull and crow attack these birds, because it represents a message that he's trying to send to you folks, that the great war is coming. There's going to be a giant struggle for peace. This is what this means. It's going to be a giant struggle for peace. Evil's going to relentlessly peck at it to try to destroy it. They're going to propose peace, yes, but they're going to try to destroy it, because Satan wants everything good dead. He wants you dead metaphysically, physically, I should say. I don't know where metaphysically came from, but physically and spiritually, he wants you dead. And he's going to propose a fake peace, and it's going to relentlessly peck at it, but peace is going to get away, and it's going to be grasped by the seagull, which God. So that's showing the great struggle for peace again, and a great war of the tribulation coming up, folks, the battle of Armageddon and so on. Folks, we are at the end times here, folks. And people say all day long, well, everybody, all through history, people say we're at the end of days. But you know what? Those people didn't know Bible prophecy. Those people didn't know the Bible. They didn't know biblical signs and all that. Most of the signs have been fulfilled, folks. The New World Order is here. The mark of the beast is here now. We're going to get into that some other time. But it is here now. It's not implemented yet, but it is here. The world religion is right there. It's right ready to be implemented any time. It's already here. Everything is here now and set up now. The framework, the structure for the New World Order is already here, waiting implementation. It's all here, folks. And nobody can deny that. I don't care if you're atheist or what. You can't deny Bible prophecy. It is here. It is here now. And folks, my suggestion right now, folks, I'm not saying this is going to happen tomorrow, whatever, but folks, get right with God now, because the time is coming, folks. You see it. The false prophet's here, and the Antichrist is on the planet, folks. We don't know who it could be. Some people suspect Obama. There's a lot of suspicions who it is, but regardless of who it is, the Antichrist is here and here now. It's by the stars in the skies. You can see the signs in the sky that the Bible tells us to use, even though the occultists hijacked astrology in the Mid-Ages, but the Bible teaches us to use the stars for the signs of prophecy. The stars are right. All the prophecies are right. Everything's being fulfilled as it was foretold thousands of years ago. So no, you can't escape Bible prophecy. But again, folks, get right with God, because that little thing that happened symbolizes the coming of the Great Tribulation and the great war between God and Satan over humanity. And yes, if Satan wants to beat God, and the thing is, if Satan beats God, which ain't going to happen, he's going to destroy all his minions that think they're going to have a place in his kingdom. That's all you people out there who follow Lucifer willingly. If he destroys us, he's going to destroy you next, because he hates everything to do with God's creation, because you are made in God's image. He wants you dead. Dead physically, dead spiritually. So folks, and that's a big, huge illusion anyway, because God is going to squash Lucifer. So if you think this is a joke, folks, again, take the Bible, take world events and everything that's going on now, cross-reference it with biblical prophecy, just from Daniel and the book of Revelations alone, and all the prophecies in the Old Testament as well. This is the time, folks. The pinnacle time in history is here now. So get right with God, folks, and we're going to have another report on the Pope, because how this guy is the false prophet. And folks, we are in big trouble unless you get right with God, because there's going to be a great tribulation coming. Persecution is, you're going to see like none other than before. People who are following God are going to be persecuted. Look at already what's happening. Some people, some churches, and especially in other countries, you're being charged for a hate crime for preaching that Jesus is the only way of heaven. Now you got this Pope out here telling people everybody's going to heaven, all religions are right, we all serve the same God. No, we don't all serve the same God. All religions are wrong, because God in the Bible is not a religion. But folks, we're running out of time here. I don't want to keep you too much longer. Listen to me ran on over here. But folks, the signs have been foretold. The stars are right. The prophecies are aligned. And folks, get right with God now. Yeshua Messiah, Jesus Christ, is our Savior. And the only way to heaven. Not Muhammad, not Allah, not Buddha or any of these clowns. The only way to heaven is through Yeshua Messiah, through the blood of the Lamb, Jesus Christ only. And this is Dan Bidondi for TruthRadioShow.com. God bless.